Hi everyone, I said I'll be back to talk about the liver shrinkage diet. Now, interesting. I had my bypass done through the NHS. They advised me to have it done. So I'm unaware on how the liver shrinkage diets work through private hospitals. But with the NHS, I had three options to follow for 2 weeks before surgery. And that was either slim fast diet, which was 4 shakes a day, no food. You could do that every day for 2 weeks. Now I knew I would not live on just liquids. I'm too much of a girl that loves her food, so I thought it was a no-no, which was good because we had options. Now the other option was soup and yogurt, which was something like so you could have up to about four cans of soup a day and about 6 yogurts. That was one option, and the other option was actually food. Great, food, yeah. And the food was, they'd say 800 calories a day, maximum, tops, 1,000 calories. But I kept mine within the 800 range. Now, I sort of did between soup and food. You can switch if you want, you could switch between all three, but if you wake up in the morning and you decide you want to do your shakes, you can't have one shake and then go on to food. You have to follow that diet, that one option throughout the whole day, and then swap it the day after. So I found that I did really sort of because I started early, I did 2 weeks, 5 days on my liver shrinkage diet because I wanted to be on the safe side. I didn't want to let down. So I think I did roughly around about 6 days out of the 2.5 weeks on soup and yogurt. And it's not too bad actually. At first you feel really sort of hungry and you don't feel quite satisfied. I would say the first 3 days you feel like you want to gnaw your right arm off. Like that, yeah. But you do get used to it. I was having for breakfast the yogurts and soup. I'd have 2 Weight Watcher yogurts for my breakfast, and then for lunch I would have maybe a tin of soup and a yogurt, or just a tin of soup, and then I might have a yogurt as a snack. And then actually for the evening you can actually have 2 tins of soup if you'd like, and then a supper of 2 yogurts. So it's not bad. There's quite a bit of food there, and I think there's more than what people actually realise. As for food, I found it better. A lot of people think, oh God, it's too difficult, all this calorie counting. Well, I can tell you now, maths is a no-no for me. I am as thick as they come. But basically, you can have 100 grams of meat. That's your maximum allowance. And if you look at the back of your food packaging, it always normally says, typical amount of calories, blah, 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 in 100 grams. So if you get a pack of ham, it'll say per 100 grams, there's 124 calories. So there you go, it's told you already. Write it down in the book for next time. So yeah, you could have 100 grams of meat, a handful of veg, very little carbs. If not, don't have any, because it's the carbs that actually what you really want to avoid in a liver shrinkage diet. So I'd probably have maybe 100 grams of chicken, handful of veg, and maybe like a teaspoon of mashed potato. And I don't really want loads of mashed potato, but you can't, so you just have to accept that little bit and enjoy it. As for red meats and lamb, it holds quite a lot of fat within inside the meat. They do say you can eat it, but try not to have too much red meat. If you're going to eat it every day, try to have like things like chicken and pork. They have less fat in them, so it's better for you. But it's a matter of just counting your calories. You can have cheese on toast. I had cheese on toast loads. I think you can have 25 grams of cheese and a piece of brown bread. It's alright, that's fine, Make sure you only eat 3 times a day. If you do really want to snack on things like cherry tomatoes, cucumber, things that are healthy. But like I said, first 3 days, 4 days, you feel like you want to chew your right arm off. But after that, surprisingly, it does actually get quite easy, and you become to get quite used to it. There is a couple of side effects that you get. And my one, which was really horrible, was bad breath. And that's That is one of them. It's the ketones apparently. So yeah, bad breath's one of them. So you can chew sugar-free chewing gum, that's fine, but don't chew anything that's got sugar in it. Cup of teas, you could drink them. Make sure you use sweetener instead of sugar. And that's it really. But if you can manage with the 4 shakes a day, do it. There's a girl that I know actually, she's just tried to practice her shakes, and I think she did about 2 or 3 days. And she felt really lightheaded and quite poorly. And to me, I don't think that's really good for you to do for 2 weeks. So if you can, you know, if you could do soup and you could do your food, it's probably going to be better for you. All in all, I think I'd lost a stone and a little bit within the 2 weeks. And when I went into theatre, it did say that my liver was still on the big side, so I was in theatre a lot longer than normal. I think I got put to sleep about quarter to 10 in the morning. I woke up at 2:30. So the surgery was a long time because I was struggling because my liver was still quite big. But surgery was done and it was a success. So if there's any questions that you feel like I've missed, just comment below. And now feel free to message you back. But I think I've covered it for now. But yeah, just remain strong. Also what I want to add as well, no alcohol, don't drink alcohol. That killed me because I love drinking on weekends. And also what passed my time was colouring, and that might sound really silly, but if you do things like colouring or things to take your mind off eating, it really does help you. So yeah, just have little ideas. If you're thinking, you know, well, you know you've got your surgery booked up and you're starting this liver shrinkage diet soon, have a little think about what could keep you busy. And they do advise you to stay busy, because if you sat lounging around on the sofa the whole time, you're going to be hungry, aren't you? So I coloured kids' books, princesses, a lot, and you know what, kept me so busy, and I got through these 2 weeks, 5 days so easy, and so will you too. So, you know, thumbs up to you, you're going to do it. And I will make another video soon going on sort of the liquid stages, and to be honest, my liquid stage after my op is quite interesting because I was quite naughty, because it is quite difficult. So I'll be back another day. You take care, guys.